Wait. Hang on. I know the graphics look a bit old, bit pixelated, but hey, we're going to be playing one of my all-time favorites today. Sid Meier's Colonization. Let's get started in America, and we're going to do easy, and then I can blah 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 in a minute. There we go. Click here when finished. Now we're going to do the classic American map, and we're going to be doing the Dutch. We're going to be the Netherlands, and the reason for that is trade, and we're going to build a massive empire. Now, this is one of my all-time favorite games. It works a lot like Sid Meier's Civilization, but it's scaled down a little bit. We've only got the North and South Americas to deal with. We're not worried about starting from the Bronze Age and working all the way forward. We're dealing with a very small period of history. And the goals are slightly different. Our main goal is to set up a colony, or a colony empire, and eventually we're going to get taxed so much we no longer want to be a colony, and we shall declare our independence. And there shall be fighting and wars and stuff. But we have to declare that independence by the year 1800. Otherwise it's all over. Now, let's skip our way through this intro. So this Let's Play is going to be part nostalgia, it's going to be part tutorial, and it's going to be part let's build a massive Dutch empire with lots and lots of money and resources. So first of all, I need to figure out where I am. Now yes, the graphics are pixeled. I mean, it's some beautiful retro pixel art, and I'm looking at these after having not played this after many years, going, actually, the artwork is beautiful. For when they did pixel art, every little pixel counted. What shall we call this? Fantastical land. Fantastical land. There we go. Every little pixel counted in pixel art, and you know, they meticulously draw each little area. Now, we need to find a site. Our first job is to find a site. And the AI player has done exactly what you don't want to do when you're going to build a massive empire. And that's put your little colony on a tiny little island with not much resources. We are going to expand massively. That is the whole plan. Watch them. And I know there's a site. There's a site which is going to give us ore. There's a site which is going to give us all the basic ingredients to cook with. We've just got to find it. Who's that? That must be the English. Oh, we got expert farmers. So we're going to have these little... where are we? This is the hard part. Trying to figure out where on earth the base is. Yep. I think I know where we are going to build a base. I think we will build a base there. There we go. Now, this is a colonization kind of simulation. And so we're going to be getting new people from the homelands of Amsterdam. And let's plonk down here. Make landfall! We shall build our first colony. Yes, that's exactly what we're looking for. We are looking for a hill. Now, he can stay there for a sec. And the reason we're looking for a hill is we need to pop down a colony. There we go. Oops, I want to fortify. Oh, bad mistake. We want to put down a colony, and we don't want very many coastal colonies. And the reason we don't want many coastal colonies is when it comes to time of independence, the country we're declaring independence from is going to mass heaps of troops in around all our colonial cities. So the way I countered that strategy was to have not many coastal cities, just have a few key coastal cities and not worry too much about building too much. And we're going to helm the trade. So trade is the main one. We need trade to work. There we go. You can travel back to there, and that's part of the mechanic. Is the very first thing we're going to do is pick up trade goods like furs, tobacco, and all those wonderful things, and send them back to the homeland, where we can sell them and buy more colonists, because we need to build, and we need to build big. Alright, price of furs has risen. Cargo from the New World. So it's lots of license. So this is the old world. We are back in Amsterdam, and we are going to sell our furs. He's going to come with us. And we want to recruit Master Blacksmiths. Yeah. And we want to recruit... Well, we can't afford anything else, so that's a little disappointing, but there we go. Yes, steady as she goes. You see, it's already 1507. Time has gone very, very quickly in this colonial area. Oh, we met the natives. So natives are one of these wonderful things that they've handled rather well. There is actual use in keeping natives around. They give you furs and they become friends, and you can put missionaries there, and you'll get you'll get colony people from the missionaries and cool stuff like that. Or you can wipe them out if you want the land. I mean, this is a historic simulator, so if you want to wipe out the natives, you can do that. It's not very nice. You're being a bit of a jerk if you do. But now, trying to space these colonies properly. I don't want to put one right next to natives. I think that's a little bit unfair. But I think we could pop him there, and no one's claimed any of that, so he can make a heap of food. He is going to plow some land. Pioneer. So Pioneer, much like Civilization, you need to plow and develop the roads and all those components. He can get some furs, because that's our main goal here. Look, 40 furs already. That's fantastic. Send them back to the mainland. Okay. Terms are ticking along. So I'm going to be working through it. I'm going to give some tips about and how you play through, and you should get a fair idea of how things work. This is obviously our city screens, a lot like Civ, which I'm going to mention a lot. And each one of these houses here convert furs into coats, and grapes, is it grapes? Sugar into rum, there's no wine, and do a few other things and that as well. And the reason we convert them into that is because they're worth more as trade goods. So a big part of this game is controlling and managing trade. If you can do that really well, you can build a really, really big base. If we build a colony... Okay, so this is saying, if I build a colony here, I can't transport anything by ship. Which is fine, because that's only going to be raided. And that's exactly what I had in mind. That's colony 2. Lots and lots of furs. So we are going to need to get onto that wagon train soon, because that's going to be a lot of the stuff that we travel back with. And yeah, we'll put our little dudes down there. Oh, the pixel art is great. And it's all like MIDI synth music, which is, yeah, there we go. Expert farmers again, yes, okay, expert farmers again. Now these ones are just sort of, you only get a couple you can pick from. 200 for indebted scouts, petty criminals and dead service. We'll take the scouts. We don't have much left. We can purchase other things. We can buy more boats, which we will later on. We can train up guys. But the whole goal of this mighty empire is we're going to get custom houses. Once we get custom houses, we don't have to transport anything back. It just gets sold on the free market. We have a massive economy. Now, what I want is wagon train. We need lumber for that. There we go. Okay. So ourselves a great little colony. Great little colony. But it's not enough. We need at least 30,000 colonies. Oh, he's back. Back to 1. Back to 1. Now, making decisions about where to put these guys is going to be tricky. We need carpenter, and those horses fall into our stock. So long as we have food, those horses multiply, which are going to be useful for building mounted cavalry later on. Now, this game doesn't have a lot of military units. It has some very basic military units, and basically the only thing that differentiates them is their veteran status, and that's it. There's not a lot else to it. We're not researching howitzers or nukes or anything like that. It's a very, very tactical game. We'll scars, coats, and you get all those little trade messages. Oh, that's going to be helpful. How much wood? We need to get that wagon train up, because the wagon trains are the only things that can bring the furs out of Colony 2 and bring them into Colony 1, and that's getting pretty full up. And lots and lots of runs. Backwards and forwards. Pretty good. Master Distiller. Useful, but not yet. I think we'll grab him anyway, because that's we're going to need those later on. Yep. Steady she goes. Cool. We'll plow that. That's going to give us heaps of food. Oh, the Indians are giving us stuff. That's always great. Boom. I need to get that wagon train up and going. So it's a little tiny base up and running. I can go to Colony 1. And as you see, we've discovered a very small part of... we need more of those. Very small part of America. Medica. Or Fantastical Land. Fantastical Land. Okay. How long until I get that? Hopefully not too much longer. We need to get those furs. It's all going to come down to how much money you can move around this game, is how quick you can build a massive empire. There we go. Go back to Amsterdam. So I'm going to do this in stages. Each little video I'm going to run through a bit, and then we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger to the end game. But yeah, come on, back to town. How much money did that give us? We're really not got much money, eh? And now all we've got is indebted servants and petty criminals. So these indebted servants, I imagine, they don't have slaves. There are no slaves. So they've kept it a little bit PC that way. Hey, you know. Oh, we're out of lumber. Need more lumber. Chop me some trees, you. Chop me some trees, yo. There you go. And there's the various levels of expertise. Now, this guy should be minting out a lot of food. Look at the difference in that. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. That's a heap. So put a road there. Come on, we need our wagon. New car. See, so this is part of the problem. Is we go look at our colony, and we've actually built up 100 furs, and we can't get it shipped away. Prairie. Somebody is there. All right. So this is another part of the game. Founding Fathers. So we get characters that give us special bonuses, and this will eventually all fill up with these lovely pixel art caricatures of people from America's history, or North America's history. Indians no longer demand payment for the land. Awesome! So we get free land. Now that's what we want. We got our first wagon train. Now we're going to change that to stockade's probably the best thing. Now, excellent. There is a way of setting up a little trade route for this. So begin trade route. Oh, I haven't defined any trade routes yet. Okay. How do we do it? Create trade route. There we go. Select destination for route 1. Land. 1 transport, and that can go to 2. Okay, so 2 is loading. Now, usually creating this stuff is really complicated, but in this case, it's not so bad. So it's going to go load up cargoes at 2. Okay, cool. That's our trade route, and there's a lot of other games I wish had that already. Begin trade route. There we go. 2. And so he's going to start his job. Ooh. So this happens. I mean, like I said, it's a historical simulator. Incas massacre Spanish colonists. Now, you have a look at these, and they have... Oh, we'll take another trade guy. Each little area, each little Indians area, they have these little exclamation marks. And what that is their alarm levels. So Indians get more and more alarmed as we basically take over more and more of their land, because that's what we're doing. We're actually taking over all their land, which is really unfair. But that's colonization, folks, and that's how it worked. That's history. Now, how are our bases going? Well, this is good little start. Good little start. I think we wait. No, we want to keep the ore. We're gonna make him wait until the wagon train comes back, and I think we need more roads than plowed land, and we need more bases. Is there a growth? Is there a way of growing? There is a way of growing. Okay, remember, he's waiting. And build more roads. So a road network is really critical to start with because it allows you to get those trade buckets back quick enough. But he'll get there and we can send things back. Now we do need to diversify in what we're trading in. And the reason we need to diversify is because if we start selling a lot of furs or a lot of one particular kind of substance or item or trade good, it didn't load up very much. There we go. I mustn't have unloaded. There we go. Bring him up. Go, and that will be once we get. If we have a lot of the same sort of stuff, we're going to get taxed more, and that's not a good position to be in. But that's all right. Religious unrest. Okay, so. As I say, we're shipping lots of colonists, and one of the main reasons why people left Europe was religious unrest. They came to America so they could... Oh, we've got more Liberty Bells. This is independence. They came to America for religious freedom. And that's certainly pretty well known that, you know, they could go to a new land and actually have a bit of freedom to practice whatever religious beliefs they wanted to. And there's probably quite a bit of kookiness as a result. Whoa, we can get out of statesman. Look at him. He produces Liberty Bells, which is going to help us become an independent country. Let's see. Train. None. Recruit. Pretty petty criminals it is. We just have to take what we can. Yes, steady she goes. And that's pretty much a whole new colony right there. We can build up a new colony there, and let's see if we can get a few more out. There we go. Okay, so this is part of history again. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to raise tax by 1%, which means we get 1% less money every time we sell something, which is not the best. Now, we can either kiss pinky ring, accept the 1% tax, or we can hold a furs party, which is a sort of throwback to the Boston Tea Party, which is interesting because we don't actually have any tea in this game. But we're going to kiss pinky ring, and the reason why we're going to kiss pinky ring, kinky ping, kinky ping, is because if we don't, we can no longer sell those goods back at home port, which basically robs us of our entire income. We can no longer sell anything because there's a boycott and we're not going to sell anything. So that would be an absolute disaster. Massive disaster. We would have no money, and that would be extremely bad. Here we go, and now I'm sending those guys out. Oh, meeting fellow Europeans. It is England! It's the British Queen and Church of England. Now, I'm not sure who was in power then, but yes. Go in peace, English brothers. It's too early on to declare war. We simply do not have the military units to do so. But rest assured, when our place gets bigger, we will be building more. Now, okay. I'm going to shift these up here because we are going to need hammers. So down here we've got these carpentered hammers, which are used for building structures and those sorts of things. And up here we have these tools, which are useful for building for the pioneers. So without the pioneers, we can't build any roads or any cool stuff like that. I'm going to sentry him. See, he's just used up his tools. Well, that's brilliant. Well, way to reinforce my point. Ah, we can't build that. Oh, that's why we've got... Oh, that's terrible. He's right in my way. We're going to have to share that space. Which is is going to be a pain. There we go, more furs. Now we can, later on, we can actually upgrade these furs. Where's the fur house? Weaver's Fur Trader's house. And, hello Mr. Farmer. They'll turn those into coats, which are generally worth more being a trade good. But for now, we just need to get on with it. Okay. Did I just... No, I didn't fortify. Alright, well let's continue this expansion, and I'll update after a wee while.